your favourite famous redhead?
On the spot, redhead, Conan O'Brien.
I like the guy who plays Ron Weasley in the Harry Potter films.
I guess who's redhead now? Jessica Chastain? Is she red now?
Nicole Kidman. Sophie Turner.
Julia Roberts.
Can I say you?
Thank you. Who's your favourite redheaded person?
Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore. Yeah, Julianne Moore.
I love Julianne Moore. She's amazing. I've loved her for years.
We have no soul. Apparently we have a higher pain threshold than most people. And of course, we're super fiery. There are lots of rather annoying cliches about being a redhead. But luckily, there's a famous ginger cavalry that's constantly growing. One of its leaders is the Oscar-winning actress Julianne Moore, who's in Cannes as the face of a big French beauty brand and to promote her new film After the Wedding, which she's working on with her husband. Julianne Moore, hello.
Hello.
When I was younger, growing up as a much teased redhead at school, I'm a little bit of a traitor.
I was going to say, where did your red hair go?
It's still there.
It's still there.
You were often someone I kept in mind to try and be positive about having red hair and freckles.
Yeah, yeah.
And as time's gone on, you've written children's books.
Right, that's true.
Called Freckle Face Strawberry.
Right.
You're a bit of a redhead icon. How do you feel about that?
That's nice. That's really nice to hear. I don't think, nobody likes to be different. No one wants to be in a minority. It's something that's interesting psychologically, especially with children. We all want to be the same. We want to look alike, we want to dress alike, we want to speak alike. So when you have some kind of a physical thing, something that makes you stand out when you're young, it makes you feel uncomfortable. And that's what I wanted to write the book about. That these things, that we all have those things, that we all feel that way when we're young. And they don't necessarily, it's not like you grow up and they go away. I grew up and I still had red hair and freckles, and I still was ambivalent about it. But other things supersede that. So sometimes those things that loom large in childhood sort of, like I said, don't go away, but they become less important to you.
And earlier in your career, you had an agent who used to tell you to try to look pretty.
Right, yes.
How important is that for young actresses in 2018, and what does it even mean?
Listen, I'm not with that agent anymore, obviously. I remember thinking that it was a curious thing, but I thought, I don't really care because I know that I'm after something different.
And how has being an actress affected the way you feel about aging?
I think that it's always important to talk about aging in the context of what it means to be alive. We talk about it as some kind of, once again, it's sort of a physical thing, this idea that, and there's something that we have some control over. This notion of control is false. But what's great about being an actor is that it forces you to be aware of that, because you're always telling stories about what it means to be alive and who you are within a period of time. So I'm really, really grateful for the ability it's given me to think about that, to be aware of it, and to force myself to be present.
There's a lot of talk in Hollywood at the moment about gender equality.
Right.
What do you think about where we are when it comes to equality between the sexes?
This has been a really exciting year, I think, not just in Hollywood, but all over the world. And the thing about Time's Up, and what they've managed to achieve in not even 200 days is kind of go beyond Hollywood to the rest of the world, to other industries where we're working on equality and safety in the workplace, which everyone should have. So the idea that we're speaking about this and speaking about this together is exciting and revolutionary, and nothing that I've seen happen in my lifetime. So I feel positive. I feel really, really positive about what's happening, and excited for the world that I hope my kids will inherit.
One quote that recurs in your interviews is from the French writer
Yeah.
Gustave Flaubert. Be regular and orderly in your life so that you may be violent and original in your work.
Right, yeah.
Can you tell us about a film where you feel like you've been truly original and violent?
Hopefully all of them. When you say, violent and original, that means for me, that means free. It's like, how free can you be in your work? I like to be happy where I'm living. I like my family to be intact. I like to know when I'm eating. I like to know, all of these things that make me feel good, the things that I can control, which are not many, I think, in life. I like to control. And then in my work, I want it to seem as if life is happening to me on camera. So that's what I mean by being violent and original. And I think Flaubert probably meant that too.
Havana, sweetheart, and I hate to be leaving this on your phone, but they announced that Damien went with Azita. I know and I respect the reasons why it was so important to you, but...
Can't believe I just spent $18,000. Let's go.
Havana, this is your row.
I'm a big fan.
Na, 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. Come on, sing it.
You won the Best Actress Award here at Cannes for Maps to the Stars a few years ago. What does Cannes mean to you?
Oof, it was a big, big deal to win that award. It was a very, very big deal. Because people would say to me, oh, you know, you won Venice and you won Berlin. Do you think you'll ever win Cannes? And I was like, don't be ridiculous. Like, I'm never winning Cannes. That's never happening.
Why
you
not?
know? It's very big, important, probably the most important film festival in the world, and the most revered in terms of how they regard cinema here, and very, very French. And it's really unusual for an American actor to win that award. So it just came out of the blue, like totally out of the blue. I wasn't even here. I'd actually left the festival. I'd gone home.
You were so sure you weren't going to win.
Yeah, I know. Definitely. I was cleaning out my shed, and I was so... I think my family was shocked by how excited I was. They were like, I thought it just didn't even seem possible.
You were once described as the closest thing to a French actress the English language has.
That's nice.
What does it mean?
Well, I hope that, I mean, I take it as a great compliment, because when I think about the great French actresses, like, you know, Isabelle Huppert, I think about people who are just extraordinary in terms of their ability to be real, to be authentic and emotional and compelling all at once. Because there is this thing where you can be sort of, you know, like very, very real, but you don't have that electricity or that energy or that thing that compels people to watch you and listen to your story. And that's what, I think that's what French actresses have in spades. That duality of being like eminently watchable and electric, but also very, very real.
I got married a couple of weeks ago.
Congratulations.
You've got a famously happy marriage.
Yeah.
I was wondering
Most of the time, yeah.
It's impossible to have it all the time. But I was wondering, is there any advice you could give me?
I think that what you did, I think having the children come first, oddly, that worked for me too, you know. I feel that we sort of entered into a relationship, we had one child, then we had another child, and then we were like, we think we're gonna stay together.
Julianne Moore, thank you.
Thank you, nice to talk to you.